Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business. And yes, Kevin Price doesn't know basic math. I said at the beginning of the last segment, this was the last segment, but I lied. Well, this is actually the last segment. I'll tell you what, Stuart Gold, great guest. He's with a company called DocuSign. He's a VP over there, and he's really you're really the C tactical guy when it comes to human engagement, aren't you? Really, the C-level tactical guy.
Yeah, I take it, and I take it very seriously. I like to say that I execute the brand for DocuSign, right? There's a lot of people that support me, but I'm the good-looking face that has to go out there and, make sure the product's being marketed properly.
Well, on the Internet, everything, including your face, can be found. So we're going to check that out after the show. So you might have some explaining to do afterward. But anyway.
Well, there's a thing called Photoshop. Thank God.
Hey, yeah, this guy looks like George Clooney. That's amazing.
That's right.
So, Stuart, tell us a little bit about the the fact you went from exhibitor now to platinum. Kind of tell us some of the things, some of the churns that took place over the years that has grown your relationship with Salesforce and really Dreamforce.
Yeah, I think it's, part of it is, DocuSign can't take all the credit. I mean, we've got to give a lot of credit to Salesforce, especially when they opened up the App Exchange, which allowed a lot of companies to go out there and build on their platform, which then allowed us to allow a lot of partners to integrate into our platform. So if you think about it, for DocuSign, it isn't just about signing sales contracts, which is where, we started with Salesforce from the whole SFA CRM. But now, you can sign offer letters through Salesforce through DocuSign. You can sign off on NDAs through DocuSign for Salesforce. So, they created an ecosystem that allows many businesses to thrive, which, as we go across every use case in the world, it just allowed us to grow, and we really supported Dreamforce. We support Salesforce. Our investment in their platform is huge. And I'll give you an analogy, Kevin, real quick. I look at Dreamforce every year as the 20-year high school reunion every year. We got to lose a few pounds. We got to get to the gym because we have the big coming out party at Dreamforce.
Okay, very, very good. And people need to come out for something like that. And I think it makes a lot of sense. And so I'm sure they're not the only technology or trade show you guys do. Is that true?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Compare it to some of the others out there, and you don't have to name names.
Yeah,
what makes Salesforce head and shoulders above the rest?
Because it's their most strategic event that they do. Salesforce uses their events for their primary channel to get out to their customers and prospects. So they don't dilute what they do pretty much for the year. And so they they're all in on this. And so since they're all in on this and they have no conflict of it's like an industry trade show where they have to, satisfy, industry trends, this is all about cloud computing. And so I don't want to say there aren't other shows that we go to that aren't comparable, but there really aren't. I mean, the only other show that I put as much energy into the company as this is our own users conference, Momentum, which is in the spring. And, of course, that's our Dreamforce for our customers, right? But other than that, and I'm sorry, from a real estate perspective, obviously we associate the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, we do their annual conference because that's where we started from. But, Dreamforce is in a class of its own.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, no question about it. And it's incredible how much it's revolutionized things. I don't think people realize that thing is only a little more than a decade old.
Yeah, it's not that old, believe it or not. And but I mean, come on, look at technology today. I mean, what we did yesterday is not what we're doing tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so it's growing like technology. That's a very good analogy. Yeah. And that's the edge, if you will, that technology-based companies have, is this J-curve potential.
Exactly. And the buzz, and for anybody who's listening to this call, even if you aren't a Salesforce customer today, which you probably are, it's an industry event. You will learn things at this event. You will meet people. You will see partners such as DocuSign that are going to help you keep your business digital, no matter what size your business is. So it's a no-brainer. It's Christmas for us at Dreamforce.
Yeah, and your clients literally range from mom and pops to Fortune 10 companies.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's incredible. And you've got a price point that's applicable for all of them.
That's correct. That's correct. And, listen, everybody's got to sign something.
That's exactly right, all the time. I'm shocked. And what's interesting is kind of an oddity is that the easier it's become, now we're more like, hey, you know what, we need to go ahead and have more documents because it doesn't take weeks to put these together, just so that we make sure we're on the same page. Kind of makes for a cleaner business environment, doesn't it?
It does actually. And, and the sad part about it is we work so hard to automate everything, and then it all stops when somebody has to sign something.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've taken care of that now. So you can get on with business faster, and just get on with life.
I love it. I love it. Stuart Gold, great interview. His company is called DocuSign, and he's the vice president of field, customer, and partner marketing. And I got a feeling we'll be talking to him again in the future. Really enjoyed it a lot, and I think what you're doing is very cutting edge, and I really appreciate the time.
You're welcome, Kevin. I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yeah, hopefully we'll catch up with each other in San Francisco. That'd be awesome.
Perfect.
All right. I want to encourage you to check him out over there, DocuSign.com, DocuSign.com. I really encourage you to check him out. Very cool company, very cutting edge, and he's absolutely right about the fact that this is all they do, and therefore they do it extremely well. If you compare them with the competition, it is exactly what he said. There is no competition. And so I'm delighted to have him on the program to talk about just that. All right, Dreamforce is awesome. I'll be talking more about it as we get closer to it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you spend it wisely right here on this station.